again, I'll gut you like a fish.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Behold! Fish boy!
This is my boomstick!
Red rum.
Garbage day!
We'll tear your soul apart.
Oh, yes. There will be blood.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Fuck the prime time, bitch.
Hail, Radma.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Three from Hell podcast. We just finished watching Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers.
Oh, he was revenging, all right.
I'm Sam. As always, I'm joined by Freaky Justin and Freaky Tony, and we're the Freaky Three from Hell.
Dude, we're freaky. The Freaky Five. We're missing two, though.
But yeah, we just watched Halloween 5.
Wish I didn't. Lovely Thorn trilogy, though.
Let's get into the details here. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, is a direct follow-up to Halloween 4. It was directed by oh my goodness, I should have looked this up before. Dominique Othenin Gerard.
Close enough.
Written by Michael Jacobs, the same person who directed it, and Shem Betterman.
You're telling me this is written by Michael Myers?
This is produced by Ramsey Thomas, cinematography done by Robert Draper, edited by Charles Titoni and Jerry Brady. Music, once again, done by Alan Haworth. Your production companies are Magnum Pictures and Trancas International, distributed by Galaxy Releasing. It released October 13th, 1989, with a runtime of 97 minutes, budget of $5.5 million, and now a box office of $11.6 million.
I'm pretty sure it's one of the lowest, if not the lowest, grossing film. It might be lowest.
We've hit a weird point with the franchise where, I mean, there's not a big, Jesus, dude, there's a spider crawling on my fucking glasses. I'm so sorry. That scared the fucking shit out of me.
Ooh, spooky. Along came a spider that sat down beside her and said, "What's in the bowl, bitch?"
But we've hit the point in this franchise where, you know, they're not backed by like a big name production company anymore. They're being distributed by independent studios and stuff like that. So
we going downhill.
It's we're going somewhere.
Did they even like credit John Carpenter in the credits?
He got the theme.
They did. I didn't say it. Based on characters by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the opening credits when we were watching the movie. So that's why I brought it up.
They did credit John Carpenter for the music in the opening credits. We never watched the ending credits enough to see how much they actually credited him for, as far as that goes. But yeah, and so here's our cast. I'm just gonna run through the ones that I remember. Matthew Walker played Spitz. Don Shanks played Michael Myers and the Man in Black. Jeffrey Landman played Billy Hill. Tamara Glenn was Samantha Thomas. Wendy Kaplan as Tina Williams. Bo Starr returns to play Sheriff Ben Meeker. Ellie Cornell returns as well to play Rachel Carruthers. Danielle Harris as Jamie Lloyd, and Donald Pleasance as Dr. Sam Loomis. Yep.
It's oh my god, I had no comment.
Tony, you got some fun little facts for us for this?
This movie,
great film.
Certainly, the facts are more. Where did we go wrong, if anything? There were so many. Looking up anything about this movie, there's so much just facts about Donald Pleasance being like, I think Loomis's character is doing too much, and this is fucking bad. Or, hey, maybe Jamie should just be evil. And they're like, no, fuck you. We're gonna write what we want. And he's like, I think this sucks, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And then, oh my god, I think, related to that, Loomis being the OG, I think he gave his bigger trailer to Danielle Harris once he left set. So, you know, good for him.
Oh,
good. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you, IMDb. And, oh my god, this fucking mask. I already said it during the film, but the director wanted a angrier mask, and I think Donald Shanks, who plays Myers in this, he just couldn't the one from 4 was too small for his head, and I'm pretty sure the mask they made in this one was also too fucking small for his head, or too big, because it was just never on right. Oh, and speaking of masks, my favorite fact when the scene happened that I realized it was the scene when they're in the car in Michael in Mike's car, and he has the mask on. Guess what mask it was supposed to be? Take a guess.
Was it supposed to be the Yeti mask?
It could be any character. It could be any person. What kind of mask do you think it would be? I want to get a guess from both of you.
Oh, put me on the
anything
spot.
You would think. Anything you would think.
The mask that Michael was supposed to be wearing after he stole the car?
Yeah, instead of the dude with the chin, like when she was like, oh, she thought it was Mike in the car. When he wasn't wearing the Michael Myers mask. Just any mask, anything.
Like a hockey mask?
Okay, that's your guess. And then Justin?
Was it supposed to be like Frankenstein?
Well, it was supposed to be Ronald Reagan.
That's fucking crazy.
Great.
That would have been so much fucking funnier if it was Ronald Reagan driving the fucking car.
I agree.
But yeah, no. And then God, I hate they didn't even fucking try to do an effect on Michael's face.
No.
That's a fact too, but I just hate that he just looked like a guy. And of course, as we all noticed in the film, they did not fucking have the right house to recreate the Myers house. They just fucking picked a vaguely similar house. They couldn't find the same fucking house, so they just chose a mansion.
I wouldn't even say vaguely similar. Like it.
No, they couldn't.
Nowhere near.
Didn't look anything like it.
They couldn't find the same house, so they just picked a mansion, which is a crazy idea when we've already established the house 15 times.
So fucking stupid.
The laundry chute scene was filmed in 30 different sections of a laundry chute. Huh. This is the last film in the series to feature a pumpkin in the opening credits until 2018. Oh, well, spoiler.
No!
That's fucking crazy.
All right,
thanks, IMDb. I'm gonna start reading. That's enough fun facts in this not so fun movie.
Well, Tony, do you want to run through the summary of this film, or
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't even remember where we started. You took notes.
I got you. Okay, so
we started with the fucking recap from the first movie. Fourth movie.
For the second time, we start with the beginning, or the beginning of this movie starts with the end of the last movie, just with different angles, and we get an extended version of the ending. So it starts. He gets ran out. He gets hit by the fucking car. He flies across the screen, and not as funny of an angle as from. Yeah,
they took the one good thing about it.
He gets fucking shot to smithereens, goes down the well, it collapses on him, and then this is where we get the extension of that scene where a cop throws fucking dynamite down the hole.
And then standard issue dynamite.
Michael escapes the well hole thing before the dynamite goes off, and then he slinkies himself into the fucking lazy river and just floats downstream until he stumbles upon some dude living on the fucking...
No, I gotta talk about this hermit. I gotta talk about this hermit. This dude living by the river.
What was going on?
Dude living by the river with a parrot. Michael Myers comes in, tries to kill you, but he's too tired from like being near dynamite, so he falls asleep. And then we do basically an entire year skip to next Halloween Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Myers is just unmasked, laying in this dude's fucking house. Like, you tell me he just stood there the whole time sleeping, and this dude didn't move his body
for a year.
Just this dude left him in the same fucking spot. Didn't try to get rid of his body at all.
Well, this guy took really good care of Michael while he was in a vegetative state for the past year. So naturally, when Michael wakes up, he immediately fucking kills the guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we get to this. I don't know, like some sort of like child clinic sort of deal.
Yeah, it's just a medical clinic for like people with very specific things.
Well, we get there, and Jamie is admitted in this place, and Loomis is there, and Jamie is mute. So
why? Who knows?
So now we have Danielle Harris, who just had this incredible performance, like best part of Halloween 4, who now does not speak for 80% of Halloween 5.
What a good decision.
The only sounds she makes are like screaming and scared mumbling. Like it.
Good choice.
Anyway,
Very good choice.
Yeah.
The only one who understands her is the kid who's stuttering.
But yeah, so she wakes up, like, whispers screaming. I don't know how else to describe it. Because now she has this fucking, like, brain link with Michael. Okay.
Psychic connection, dude.
Loomis finds out about this connection, and of course he reacts as, you know, any normal person would. By freaking the fuck out and just tormenting this fucking girl the entire movie.
The whole movie is just shaking this child.
Yeah, he fucking sucks. Some point we get to Rachel's house.
No, Rachel's alive. I love Rachel. What's she gonna do?
Yeah, Rachel, returning character from Halloween 4. She's taking a shower. She got the dog. The dog's barking. And then
my dogs are barking.
And then the dog's gone. And then she gets a call from Loomis because Jamie is freaking out. And Loomis calls her and he's like, yo, you need to go check on the dog. And she's like, what? Fuck, okay. She goes down, the dog's gone, door's wide open. She screams. She screams, ow. And then we cut back to her on the phone, and there's literally nothing wrong. They don't even address why she said ow. But she tells Loomis the dog is gone, and Loomis is like, you need to fucking leave now. And she's literally just in a towel, has no clothes on, just wearing a towel. But so she leaves, and then she comes back after, I think the cops come or something like that. Or
yeah, they pulled. She went to the neighbor.
Yeah,
and then he called the cops.
The cops come, shitty little fucking clown music cops show up.
Yep.
And they're like, oh yeah, the house is good, you know, you're good to go. Rachel goes back in, and then, you know, she gets fucking killed. Well, I'm assuming mostly off camera gets killed because we see one stab from Michael, and then that's it.
There's a million moments in this movie where Michael is just standing very much, not even in frame, just in front of this person. They don't see him. The cops show up immediately with crazy response time. And then they're like, no, I'm good. And then everyone leaves, and then Michael kills him. So it's like, what are we doing?
Great.
So anyway,
yeah.
We're 20 minutes into this movie, if that, maybe 30. The final girl from the last movie that was really good is dead, and the breakout child actor that you're going to continue this franchise with is mute. Good writing, good directing, good choice, good gimmick, good job.
Yep.
Sure this will go
well. Well, after Rachel dies, we get another returning character as Tina shows up to Rachel's house.
My love is going to carry this movie.
You might be asking yourself, who the fuck is Tina? She was in one scene in the car with Rachel and Jamie in Halloween 4. And then we did not see her for the rest of the movie. And now she's going to be the sort of kind of final girl of this movie. Anyway, she gets to Rachel's house. She's looking through the house. She cannot find Rachel. Dog's outside fucking barking. Michael's in the house being creepy as fuck, and then
breathing,
standing very much in view.
She gets jump scared by her friend Sam, who I think we met earlier. I feel like I skipped a scene, but whatever.
The only scene you skipped is the one where where Tina and Rachel go to the hospital to see Jamie.
Yes,
and she brings the dog into the hospital.
Yeah,
like that's it. We get introduced to everyone there, or reintroduced, I guess, to everyone there, but that's pretty much it.
But yeah, so Tina's friend Sam fucking jump scares her. They just assume that Rachel, I guess Rachel was leaving, like going out of town or something. I don't know.
That's what they assume.
Yeah. So, dude, I don't remember. Justin, you're gonna take over from here. I don't remember what the fuck happens after this.
Blacked out of this film.
Oh, this is where they go to. I cannot believe this is where they go, but they go to like this area, which just so happens to be like right outside the hospital where Jamie is staying, apparently. And that's where we meet uh,
Oh my god.
her fucking boyfriend, Michael. And to whoever decided to name the dude in this movie Michael,
Because we're gonna have a funny joke with that guy. And then we're gonna do another funny joke in the same
I
scene,
hope
basically.
I hope you fucking die.
Dude, don't worry. Yeah, I forgot. I mean, they'll come back later, but you forgot the big intro when Rachel gets the cops to her house. You get the funny brothers, dude. Like little clown music, the cops.
Oh yeah, he said the clown music cops.
I'm so lost in this film. I just had to mention them again.
This film has brain broken us.
That's the only thing I care about. This film is the funny music cops.
Yeah, so they go to this place. They're talking about whatever the fuck they're talking about. I don't even really know what they're talking about, if I'm being completely honest. Michael shows up, not that Michael. Picks up the two of them, I think, and they drive away. They fuck off. And then, of course, Jamie's looking out the window, and Michael Myers is outside there, and holy fuck. Like,
It's most of this movie, he just shows up and then just disappears.
with his shitty fucking mask that's not around his neck and doesn't fit
Please
him.
tuck your mask. Please tuck your mask. Please. He doesn't look angry. He looks stupid.
It's where she gets chased through the fucking hospital place or whatever. They go down into the
Yes,
fucking
I think so.
sheet clothesline room where there's 3,700 sheets on clotheslines.
Yes, she gets
jumps
chased.
up on this fucking brick thing, and then it's not Michael at all. It's just
It's just the actual groundskeeper for the fucking the hospital sanitarium thing that she's in, not Michael.
Yeah.
Just so fucking infuriating. Not even like a good swerve or anything like that. It's not subversion. I don't like it.
This movie loved going, oh, Michael's coming, and then it's not Michael. They loved doing that in this movie.
It was a combination of them doing that and then Michael not killing anybody on screen. It was like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
And then the mask. He looked very not intimidating in this movie, which we gave a lot of shit to the mask in Halloween 4. I take
too poorly.
I take a lot of that back. It's fine. Like, at least the Halloween 4 mask is haha funny.
Mm-hmm.
This mask is, please, for the love of God, just fuck off. Like, go away, Michael. I don't remember what happens next. Do they go to the beer, cigarettes, grocery?
That's when they go to beer, wine, cigarettes, grocery, and
we meet Sammy's boyfriend, which is Spitz.
Yeah,
Dude, not swallows.
And so they're trying to, I guess they're getting or some shit or whatever.
Yeah, he was like doing
Anyway.
an illegal beer trade backstage. I must have said, Jesus,
really weird.
behind the store, which was I thought he did a fucking car crash.
Yeah, Michael fucking so not Michael Myers, the boyfriend Michael. Soon this confusion will be over because he's about to not exist
Mike
anymore.
and Mike. Mike and Ike.
So, boyfriend Michael pulls his car into the back of the store, loads the fucking car with beer or whatever. He's sitting there looking in the mirror. Michael Myers is back there with a fucking pitchfork or some shit and like...
It's a rake, I think. It's a metal rake.
Great. He takes it and he scratches the fucking absolute dog shit out of this dude's trunk of his car. And the guy gets out and he's like, what are you gonna do? Knock my block off? And then Michael sticks the fucking rake in
to his brain.
Yeah. And I guess steals his fucking look or something. I don't know.
Yeah, steal his fit, boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he stole his fucking fit.
Stole his fit, stole his girl. Stole his mask. Yeah.
Stole his car.
Stole his car. The mask he's wearing. The mask he's wearing. That.
It's not his
whatever the
mask.
Whatever the fuck her name is, because I already forgot.
Mike.
No,
No.
Or his girlfriend. What's her name? Tina.
Yeah.
The mask that she bought for boyfriend Michael is what Michael Myers is wearing to pick her up later. I don't think that happens immediately. I think we jump to another scene, but I genuinely cannot remember what happens in between.
Don't remember.
This movie jumps like, okay, so the last movie jumped between what felt like 2 to 3, maybe even 4 separate like character plots at the same time. And I think they handled it very, very well. I didn't feel lost. This movie has maybe 3 character plots because there's like, well, not even 3. It's just like Tina and whatever's fucking going on with Jamie and Dr. Loomis. Michael is just an entity that enters in and out of both storylines interchangeably. I could not follow what the fuck was going on half the time. Like, what are we doing? I don't remember what happens next.
It's so much of like the same thing just happening 50,000 times, but worse as it goes.
I'm trying to remember where the fuck.
Does Loomis go to the cops? Is that what happens next?
Probably.
I think we go beat by beat. We're gonna be here for 20 years because we're getting lost in how bad it is.
Yeah, let's fucking. So some other shit happens. Who fucking cares? The fucking they. Fuck it. Okay, so Michael's got Tina in the fucking car. They go fucking driving down the road to
Cookies gas station.
She's going. Yeah, Tina wants to go see Jamie, and Michael's like, "Hell yeah, I want to go fucking see Jamie too, because I'm gonna fucking kill that bitch." And then they drive by this gas station. Fucking, we got a painting of a woman with big ass cookie tits, and Tina's like, "Hey, stop!
That's
I want
a
a
good
pack
name.
of
I'm
cigarettes." And so when she tells Michael to stop, he fucking drops gears and speeds up, and she's like, "Fucking stop the car, asshole!" So he slams on the fucking brakes, throws it in reverse, fucking parks in the middle of the fucking road. She gets out. Jamie is at this fucking clinic, like, I don't know,
Halloween
like
party,
some sort of Halloween party or something. Yeah, she
On
starts
Halloween?
freaking the fuck out. Fucking this kid that has a stutter is deciphering her fucking mute speaking.
Because that's how that works.
Find out the gas station that this is happening at, and they somehow immediately roll up on this. Like, I don't know how the fuck that happened. They roll up and they fucking basically arrest Tina. It's what it felt like.
They just surrounded her immediately and then let Michael get away. They didn't hear the car leave.
While this is happening, Michael takes the weird ass mask that he has on off and puts his mask back on. So he's just sitting in the car with his mask on, and nobody notices. And then he just leaves.
As he does most of the fucking movie.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god, dude!
It's such like a circle of fucking nothing.
It's yeah. So this is God. Tina ends up at the place that Jamie's at some point. Jamie can now kind of talk again. Now I don't know. It got really fucking weird.
Yeah, because fucking Jamie has a vision that Tina's gonna get in trouble, and that's why Loomis sends the cops to go get her, because fucking Jamie has the telekinetic powers or whatever the fuck, because Michael and whatever, and they go get her, and the cops bring her to the Halloween party that Jamie's at, and then now Jamie can talk apparently.
Yeah, well,
The Halloween party, the craziest ghost costume.
Yeah, well, anyway, Tina just tells Jamie, all right, well, I'm gonna go to this fucking party now, and Jamie's like, are you fucking stupid? And so Tina leaves to go to this fucking party, and Jamie and the stuttering kid Billy just escape from this fucking place. Somehow, they're fucking children. They leave, they're trying to find Tina, and Jamie's like, how are we ever gonna fucking find her? I don't know who she is.
Don't forget, Dr. Loomis put the 2 best cops in the fucking county on the case
to
go watch over Tina.
So Billy's
playing
like,
fucking cards in their car.
Billy goes, oh, well, I know where she is, and somehow knows exactly where she is and exactly how to fucking get there. Once again, I will remind you, these are children.
Children.
Okay. Anyway, fucking Tina's back at this party. She's getting fucking rizzed up by the Rizzler, and
the raccoon Rizzler.
Sam is there, and then holy fucking shit, she's about to get fucking murdered by Michael Myers. Oh my fucking god. No, it's fucking Spitz in
Dude,
Michael Myers fit.
I went to the Michael Myers store to get my Michael Myers costume from this movie.
The
They
fucking,
really got to stop fucking doing this.
Dude,
Goofy-
we already did the Michael joke. We have to do the obvious Michael Myers outfit
Mhm.
again. We have to do this joke again.
fucking goofy ass cops are. I could have fucking shot you. You could be dead right now. So they say, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna fucking. We're gonna go in this barn and I'm gonna
go jack
fucking
off.
fuck her pussy in this fucking barn. So fuck off, pig.
They literally make jokes. They literally make a joke about how they're bad cops, and it's like,
Yeah,
We know.
we are shitty
We
you
cops.
know,
Yeah. So they're in this barn and there's a bunch of kittens.
yeah.
Dude,
for
as you
no
have.
reason.
I don't know what the fuck that was about. Anyway, whoever, if someone is holding a cat in a scene, whenever the camera cuts away and comes back, it's going to be a different cat every single
Yeah,
fucking
which
time.
is-
It's always a different cat.
Cat like-
Except when Tina is holding the black cat, because there's only one black cat.
Yeah.
I think there's only the one.
I mean, there was
The rest
literally a
are
point
orange.
where a cat runs off into the shadows and it's an orange cat, and then Michael throws the cat back and it's a black cat. Anyway.
Dude, don't question it. Don't question it.
So anyway, Tina is in there. She's fucking around with the cats or whatever. I don't know. Something happens. Fucking Spitz is up in the top in the loft of this barn. And he throws hay down at her, and she gets fucking freaked out or whatever. And so she leaves.
Yeah.
And then Spitz is fucking trying to fuck Sam, and Michael Myers is there. And
So you just evolve as you keep going.
or we cut to whatever. We keep going. Shit's happening. Fucking Michael stabs this motherfucker in the back with a pitchfork. Blood all over fucking Sam. She gets killed too with a scythe that we don't even get to see the kill happen. Michael walks out of the barn with the
Well.
pitchfork again. Cops are like, "Hey, buddy," because they think it's fucking Spitz being an asshole again. Cut away. Come back later. Tina finds them in the car, dead with Dracula puncture wounds
Yeah,
in their necks.
Michael sucked all their blood out, dude. No dogs this movie.
Yeah, we're gonna speed through the rest of this. I'm not gonna try to remember exactly how this fucking went.
It's just the cycle of the same shit. keeps
The
happening.
funny part about you saying I'm going to speed through the rest of this is that I think we're maybe halfway through the movie.
Oh,
it-
yeah, there's still a lot to go.
There's still a lot more that has to happen, and I think we might have just gotten to the halfway point. Like half of this.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
We're a little bit over it, but this is the point where Tina finds them dead and she starts freaking out, even though she had the chance
Yeah.
to get out of this fucking scenario.
Yep.
And then Jamie shows up with Billy, but also Michael's in the car again because, of course, he still knows how to hit that 10 and 2 out the wazoo.
Yep.
And he just starts slowly chasing them. He almost ran over Billy, which would have been funny, but it's a child. I guess you can't run him over. And this stupid chase scene keeps going on and going on. Does Tina get stabbed at this point before that happens? I don't even know.
No, she doesn't get stabbed until they
Yeah.
stop the chase
Oh,
scene
yeah.
and Michael
So-
fucking crashes and explodes.
Michael, like it's Friday the 13th game, is driving around the woods, cutting corners, and taps one tree with the lightest of ease and blows up like it's Michael Bay. It's the best part of the whole movie. It's caught me off guard. It's so funny. But then no, he just gets out unscathed, looking still as shitty as ever. And instead of stabbing Jamie, Tina throws her entire body, gets stabbed right in the shoulder blade, and dies. So that's where I was like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah, Tina literally gets stabbed in the same way that Rachel got stabbed earlier in the movie, where she gets fucking stabbed in the shoulder and then she's apparently dead. Like I had to look this the fuck up while we were watching the movie. If you watch the Patreon version, if you watch the movie with us, there's a moment where I look it up, and then way later on in the movie, I'm just like, oh, I guess Tina died. Like,
She died.
what the fuck? It's so fucking disappointing that like she just dies. It's so fucking disappointing that Rachel died. I
don't even know how they get out of this scenario, to be honest. Like my brain turned off. I just know they do the Chris Hansen sting operation.
Yeah, we spawned back in at the quote unquote Myers house.
well, no,
Where they've
because
got-
the cops leave with everybody. With the cops show up. Loomis shows up, of course.
Oh yeah, he walked out of the woods, of course, because he just knows every time where someone is,
Mhm.
but he can't do
Yeah.
his job anytime
Oh yeah,
else.
Loomis was just there. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
Loomis just no clipped into the fucking woods. The cops show up. They take away Jamie and Billy. And then Loomis tries to goad Michael into going to the fucking Myers house.
Yeah, they Chris Hansen this motherfucker to go back to his fake house where they
And
have
then-
50,000 cops, but then they get one call about the Billy at the hospital, and
Yeah.
every cop in the fucking county and the SWAT team that was there leave and leave one cop in Loomis. Which, of course, as is Loomis, he puts a gun to this cop and makes him do everything he tells him.
Yep. And yeah, you fucking
Because he had a chill ass conversation with Michael Myers, like they just lit a fucking joint and started fucking conversing. Now my brain's turned off. But yeah, like Loomis gets his fucking ass beat by Myers at this point when he came to the house, and then that's when you have the little chase with Jamie and Myers where she fucking just she's hiding in the laundry chute, drops down the laundry chute, hits the fucking ground, or Loomis locked it earlier for no reason. And then Michael starts stabbing the laundry chute to unlock it, and she climbs the entire way back up. This laundry chute is holding down this chase.
She goes down this laundry chute and hits the bottom because when Loomis was there earlier,
She
he
hits it
locks
so
the fucking
hard.
door. She hit it so hard that I thought I had this weird moment where I was like, I do not remember her dying in this movie. Like, I thought she fucking died, dude. She hit the bottom so fucking hard. We did miss something.
Oh no!
Right before this, she goes into apparently the Myers house has a fucking attic.
No, that's right after. I'm pretty sure.
that's after.
Is it after?
She,
Okay.
She climbs
Yeah,
back
it's
up
after.
and goes in the attic, and that's
We
when you
did
throw-
miss.
Oh, yeah,
we did
that's
miss
right.
Michael
Okay.
killing the cop. We did
Yeah,
miss Michael
well,
killing
Oh
the
yeah,
cop.
he fucking hung her, or he hung him
Oh, yeah, he
fucking
hung that
Big
guy.
Boss
That-
Man
that
at
was a good
WrestleMania
kill.
15 style.
because the fucking cop had a little rope
14?
for them to climb out of, and somehow he still got hung by it.
14,
so you know,
sorry.
just entire skill issue. He boss manned himself, and he was a cop, so it did work.
Yeah,
But
No, it
yeah,
was
she
WrestleMania
goes.
15.
it
Yeah,
wasn't.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 15.
14 was Taker Kane.
Ah, I'm
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
stupid.
Sorry, we're just checking that. They go to
Anyway.
the Black Christmas attic where she walks up the steps, and you clearly see a giant wheelchair that's empty. And then you
Mhm.
see Mike, who's strung up. Of course, the dog who is roasted by the fucking fires, the hanging goddamn like cured meat. And then here's Rachel. Big reveal for Jamie in the wheelchair we just seen. So
That was
great,
empty.
great continuity. Great continuity. She just fucking spawned in. Everyone in this movie she keeps spawning in and doing their own fucking task. And then she gets in the 9-year-old size coffin that Michael stole earlier. Just the coffin, no other 9-year-old child in the graveyard. Don't know how you do that one. But she gets in the coffin and starts calling and talks to him like he's her uncle, or he's her
Uncle
uncle
Boogeyman.
because he is Uncle Boogeyman. Great name, Uncle Howdy. And it works for a second that he once again takes his mask off and he's a generic white guy.
And he's
And
crying.
he drops one tear on his handsome face, no marks. And then he starts fucking stabbing and throwing the coffin after.
Yeah, she tries to touch his mask and he fucking freaks out.
Because the whole big thing is Loomis is for sure that she, with her connection to him, she could fix the evil in him.
Yeah.
But he already tried to kill her 3 times, and then he's trying to kill her again.
Yeah.
And then when she gets downstairs, Loomis, who's still alive, immediately just starts fucking handing him off to Myers. Like, you want this girl? You want this girl?
Here's the little girl you want. Come
And
get
then he got
her.
this fucking stupid ass Scooby Doo trap on him where there's giant chains, and then he beat him with a 2x4 for 5 minutes until he passed out. And then what happens after that? Oh, they fucking arrested him.
Yeah, and Loomis has a stroke and dies.
He fucking has a stroke after fucking slightly beating his fucking ass, and then they arrest Michael not only in cuffs but with the fucking shitty mask still
Mask
on.
still
Yep.
on, in cell, handcuffed. Fucking, they're like, the National Guard will come pick him up tomorrow and put him in a maximum security prison.
And the big thing about this scene, which we haven't mentioned the entire fucking time, basically, because it literally means nothing to this fucking movie besides the intro shot that it's added in every time, is the guy in his spurs from the Thorn cult shows up with his Tommy gun and fucking murders the entire police force. This storyline sucks, and we're gonna have to deal with it next movie, and I don't want to deal with it.
Oh.
But yeah, he breaks him out of the prison with the Acme brand dynamite. And I'm pretty. Jamie left the cop car to go in to see what happened because she's always at the scene of the crime, and she's like, "Oh no, Michael's gone." And then she says, "No," and it cuts to black, and Justin was like, "Oh my god, the movie's over."
I genuinely could not believe that that's how the movie ended. I could not. I am.
Going with this, man. This is like it's like such a circle until they're like, "Yeah, we're kind of done." Oh my god, it's just so bad. It's so bad.
I wish we never watched this.
It's
Oh.
Before we continue, before I go into the reviews, before we go into our reviews, I've said on every single podcast we've done so far, this is my first time watching all these movies, number one, and number two, that every single Halloween movie thus far has not been that hard to watch. This is so fucking difficult to watch. I was on my phone during it. This shit sucked.
I was like, I should call her. I should get out of this movie.
Would you like to know the alternate opening for?
Oh no, yeah, I
this
forgot
film?
I did have that. What was it?
So the alternate, the original screenplay that was written, it goes the same way. The hermit takes in Michael, but his shack is filled with like ancient runes and like there's a bunch of occult items and stuff like that for like necromancy. And essentially, they brand him with this, the curse of Thorn, to bring him back to life.
I mean, I guess they don't show it, but he basically just has the thorn.
He still has,
yeah.
Like he still has the effects of that alternate opening. It just wasn't included.
They just don't show it. And
there was supposed to be a lot more about the cult included in this movie, but they cut a bunch of it out, so it makes it seem very weird when we get to the next one.
Boy, oh boy, do I wish they cut out all of it, because it would have made sense to, because it almost affects none of the movie, except for maybe the ending.
Like, why are we doing a cult arc? They love Samhain. They love Sam Hain.
Mm-hmm. It just, I don't know, man.
Thorns and all that jazz.
Well,
let's get to
Justin,
reviews.
What do you got, Justin?
How people feel about this?
So, I have to reopen the main Rotten Tomatoes page for this fucking movie because I accidentally didn't keep that particular page open. I have the reviews open, but not the main page that has the percentages. So let me just go there real quick. Halloween 5, Revenge of Michael Myers has the absolute worst fucking score I've ever seen in my goddamn life. All critics on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a 12%.
Ooh,
holy fuck.
All audiences, it's at a 36%.
That's a little bit too much.
I agree.
30.
So I'll probably read like a majority of all the critic scores because like there's not many. They're pretty much like all one sentence or this person reviewed the movie, gave it a 2 out of 5, and did not write anything in October of 2002.
They just got out of the theater and they're like, I'm done. Not even the theater. This is 20 years after.
A prime example of the principle of diminishing returns.
Yeah.
For most of the running time, one wonders what is the purpose of the movie outside of rehashing old slasher cliches. Filming this sequel, The Ultimate Revenge, 1 out of 5. Oh, there's another 2 critic reviews that are 2 out of 5 and no review. A bit more refined in its details than the conventional horror movie. How about you go fuck yourself, actually? A guilty pleasure, the knife's not blunt yet. L, ratio, you fell off.
I could see it being a guilty pleasure for how bad it is, but it's like still doesn't make it any better.
I can't, actually.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in this Halloween fandom. They love these shitty ones.
Look, I love the Halloween franchise. I love these movies. There is like such little meat in this that to give it any sort of redemption. There's just nothing there.
Yeah, just one explosion is about it.
Yep.
Weak Halloween entry. Maintain status quo. No new developments.
Great.
Relatively uninspired entry in the Halloween franchise. Halloween 5, the failure of Michael Myers would be more accurate, though admittedly not as appealing in the mass marketing scene. No review 1 out of 5, no review 1 out of 5, no review 2 out of 5.
Even the reviews, I'm fucking TikTok brain rot trying to not think about this movie.
The film's been infused with the run-of-the-mill slasher vibe, complete with oversexed teenagers and moronic authority figures. I can see how the hardcore Halloween heads can find some small nuggets of fun in this particular sequel, but in my eyes, the series ended with the explosion in Halloween 2.
Dude, that's literally me. Is that me who wrote that?
Yeah, but
ending
not
explosion.
the explosion they're thinking about.
Yeah.
Frustrating,
Oh.
confusing, loud, offensive. 0 out of 4.
0 out of 4.
This- 0 out of 4, which is a really weird one.
Right.
This is an uneven Halloween edition, but also more ambiguous than the norm. 2.5 out of 4.
It's all the same. Like half is still too much.
Subpar filler for completionists of the series only.
Yeah,
it is peak absurdity for the franchise, but Halloween 5 commits
No
the
way.
far more egregious sin of also being rather dull.
I don't know about peak absurdity. I would say Halloween 3 is peak absurdity.
This was the beginning of the end of the Halloween franchise. Score D.
Yeah.
Halloween 5 is a textbook example of how to completely fail as a sequel. Everything that was accomplished with the fan favorite fourth film is destroyed in this horrendous follow-up. Get ready for one of the most insufferable characters in horror history. I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Myers.
The ending to 4 was a chilling classic scene in the franchise that gets a severely underwhelming payoff in this 5th installment.
So in the Halloween franchise, there's some of these that have trilogies, of course. But when you think about it, that is very true. How every time they reboot this fucking franchise, the second movie like sucks more. It's like they always just they'll make something decent and then they just fucking completely ruin it the next time.
Mm.
That happens every time. I don't know why they do that. It's like a fucking consistent thing they manage to do.
Now on to the audience reviews.
It's a little bit better for the audience. I remember they had 36.
Well, this is a pretty long one ish, but it also is a half-star review. Out of all the Halloween movies, Halloween 5 is my least favorite. Having a boring slasher is one thing, but this movie destroys everything that Halloween 4 built, especially the ending. Jamie Lloyd, along with the other great characters of the previous film, are either sidelined or killed off, replaced with insufferable leads. Michael Myers is not scary whatsoever due to the terrible mask, and the kills are not even memorable. I've also never been a fan of the Cult of Thorns storyline, which this movie gives birth to. I will never watch this again. I agree.
Me for real.
The crying, crawling, beaten Michael Myers. Well, they confuse this movie with Scary Movie. In addition to spoiling the saga's villain in every way, the film is dull, boring, everything a slasher cannot be, and besides errors, there is nothing. Rating 1 out of 10. Let me scroll back. Let me scroll back up to the top because, like, I have not seen anything above 3.5. So I want to find at least like.
I need to hear a 10 out of 10 score.
I want to find. Okay, here's a 5 out of 5. Here's a 5-star review. A masterpiece. Something about it captures a mood and atmosphere not quite explored in a horror movie before. Is this your first time, motherfucker?
Yep. There's no way.
This is literally just the whole review that we just did. Can't remember the movie. The Mask was garbage. That's literally our review for this.
That should be my letterbox review, to be honest. I should have just said that.
Just copy paste that. With a messy, confusing story and questionable decisions that will make you scratch your head, nothing could possibly save Halloween 5 from becoming a much better film, probably, if it had the chance to be redone. Although the 80s vibes present in the film somewhat make it more enjoyable. I don't even think that's true.
The fucking last 5 movies were made from the 80s. What do you... I guess.
Okay, here's another 5-star review. Donald Pleasance and Daniela Harris are amazing in this one. The final act with the confrontation between Lewis, Michael, and Jamie is my favorite in the series. What? You have never watched a Halloween movie other than this one.
I can't give Danielle Harris a lot of credit in this because they didn't let her fucking act. They made her be a goddamn... I mean, she did good mute acting, I guess, but it's like you're hindering her for what fucking reason? She's like one of the better characters from 4, and you just said, just make her fucking do nothing.
Oh, man.
I think I got my review in my head down.
I've had mine in my head since like half an hour into it.
I was so dead set on finding 5-star reviews, and now I'm finding so many more of them, and I'm fucking like, what are you fucking talking about?
Dude, the Halloween franchise loves, like, the minute people are like, this movie's bad, they're like, no, it's actually really good, and you don't like it because you're wrong. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I don't know. I mean, it is one of those, like,
this one's older, so people maybe remember it more when they're younger and it's scary, so I'll give them more credit. But as we keep going on, people are getting less wiggle room for me to give them credit for giving these movies like actually good scores.
Film is like such a subjective.
It's subjective. I can't blame people for liking something, but
to an extent,
yeah.
Like I'm reading through some comments on r/Halloween movies, and so I've seen more than 5 replies to this thread saying that this is their favorite movie in the entire franchise, which is
that's fucking insane.
They just want to feel special.
Yeah, like, you could say you liked it, that's fine. I could give you that pass. Like, maybe there's some nostalgia factor to it or something like that, but there's no way that this is actually your favorite movie in the franchise.
Like, when people are like, oh, but like The Mask scared me as a kid. It's like, yeah, because you're a fucking dumb kid. Like, it's not scary. It looks like shit.
It's not.
There's no way it looks good.
I really liked Halloween 4. I gave it a really high score because I really liked it. There's nothing inherently wrong with Halloween 4. It was fine.
Halloween 4's mask at least has like an uncanniness to it. I bet, like, maybe think of like a dummy, but like Halloween 5's is just, I don't know. I forget at some point they I swear they modeled one of the masks off Greg Nicotero, but it wasn't this one because they just sculpted this one.
I think it might be H2O or Resurrection.
One of those two. One of those. I think it might be H2O.
Because by the time we get to the Rob Zombie movies, that's a bit of a different story.
Yeah.
Here's a funny 5-star review.
Okay.
I have not seen Halloween 5, but my mom will not shut up about it. She likes it when the rednecks shoot down Michael Myers in the beginning because there are a bunch of guns involved. When I tell her that's actually the end of Halloween 4, she gets very angry and throws an empty Coors can at me.
Yeah, I'll give him credit. That's a 5-star.
5 stars.
Yeah, I agree.
That's probably the best we could end on. That's probably the best review I've heard all day.
Well, who wants to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. So, if we're going out of 10, my brain was like, all right, it has to be less than 4, of course, like from my 4th score. But I was like, 3. I don't know if 3 seems too high still, but 2, it definitely gets worse. That's a movie needs to go lower. So I'm like, I'm pretty strongly a 2.5 out of 10. Like, the only good thing I liked in this movie was the cop music and when the fucking car blows up. That was the only 2 things that got me. Everything else just fucking aggravated me.
What was
there was some decent acting. There was at least like one good like Loomis line, but like they were just getting like full, just like nothing's happening mode.
We agreed to give half a point for something. What was it?
They have a point for the fucking the car.
The car exploding.
That's half point. It gets it from the car.
Okay. I'll go next, I guess.
Yeah.
I got a list of things here.
Got a docket.
So we're gonna start from the beginning from what I actually have written down, and then I'm just gonna throw in shit from my memory. Number 1, right off the bat, fucking Michael lazy rivering it in the fucking like creek. What the fuck? What the fuck are we doing?
No R at all.
Yeah. So we go from that. We have Danielle Harris, who had such an incredible performance in Halloween 4. We have her back, and the very first thing we do is she doesn't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Great choice.
So, bad direction, but I have to give her credit. She did a really fucking good job with it. She was the shining light in this movie. Like, gotta give her props for that. Michael's mask fucking sucks. The shitty fucking cops. Loomis, this entire movie is completely incoherent and just off of, like, completely out of his fucking mind. The telepathy with Michael and Jamie was really fucking goofy. Again, Loomis is just a fucking asshole in this movie. He's just constantly on Jamie's shit the entire fucking movie. The the fucking Man in Black bullshit. I mean, if you're gonna do it, go all in on it. Don't be so fucking weird about it.
As I said, should have put the Avenel Myers. It would have been way better.
So we established they couldn't get the original Michael Myers house, like the Myers household, the Myers house. Just don't do it then.
Yeah.
Just don't fucking do it. Or if you're going to do it, at least make it seem like it is the house. Like it was so clearly not the same fucking house. Jamie can just randomly start talking again. The shitty fucking Michael Myers sting operation at the end. And then just in general, all the characters fucking suck. It felt like Michael Myers was in a Friday the 13th movie.
Oh my god, that's so perfect.
Yeah,
Like,
it really is true.
None of the characters had any sort of intelligence. I mean, even Loomis was dumbed down in this movie. Like he was brought down by everyone, like all the other characters. We gave half a point for the car exploding.
Still the best thing in the movie.
So, with that said, Halloween 5: The Revenge of Michael Myers gets a score of 1.5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
I know that seems crazy low, but I can't see Curse being like worse than this, because at the bare minimum they at least go all in on what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And from memory. We haven't watched it yet, but like I have to imagine.
At least I know I don't like the whole cult angle, so I'm like, I know I might hate that more. But I don't hate the idea of it. It's just so forced. And then they in this movie they don't set it up, and then the next movie they're like going full in on it. And I know that I vaguely remember the shit they did with Jamie in that, and I was like, that is just fucking dumb. So
yeah, we'll have to see how it goes when we get there. But here comes Justin to give it a fucking 6 out of 10 or some shit.
10 out of 10.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Just because I gave the
would you
last
give it,
one
Tony, a
high
2.5?
score.
Yeah, 2.5.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Justin.
2.
Oh, fair. Yeah, we're all kind of in the same range.
Yeah. You got nothing to add?
That's enough.
No, 2-star review, no notes.
Hold on. The cops just fucking listen to Loomis, even though he's just a dribbling psychopath the whole fucking movie.
Every time.
Yeah, I know they listen to him every time, but like, there's a lot of resistance normally. At least
in
with
the like in the first movie, they were like, "Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?" But ever since that, understandably, like there is going to be some understanding, but now it's completely different fucking cops.
Yeah, and I mean, even with the different cops in the last movie, what's his name? Hopper? Meeker? Yeah.
You're thinking of Stranger Things.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck his name is. Like, Loomis shows up there and he's like, yeah, Michael Myers is in town and we need to do something. And Meeker's just like, well, he did kill people 10 years ago and I could kind of jump out ahead of it. And this is the dude that fucking was there 10 years ago. So, like, maybe I can fucking manage to get ahead of it this time. So, like, to an extent, I can understand the sheriff's motivation in the fourth movie in working with Dr. Loomis, but in this movie he's just like immediately like there's no questions, there's no resistance, there's no nothing. He's just dribbling psychopath. Like, we have to capture Michael, we have to use the kid as bait, we have to do this. He's holding cops at gunpoint. He's, you know, it just doesn't make sense. And I don't even think Michael knows who Loomis is anymore, or cares for that matter.
This is like I feel like the most, besides the first movie, they've ever like interacted in like a conversation. Besides like the second movie of him blowing him up. And
yeah.
Like, no, each movie they interact, but it's like Michael's.
This
just,
is
like,
definitely
kind of
the most they've had them.
Yeah, this is like he had a whole conversation like, dude,
together.
like you're fucked. Not
And
just being like, oh, you're evil.
They had a perfect opportunity to just have a final girl in Rachel simply exist the whole franchise, or the whole part of the franchise that we're working through, and instead they had her be an absolute badass in the last movie, get killed 20 minutes into this one, and then also have Tina, who was introduced in the last movie, become the final girl in this movie, technically,
But she
and
could've,
then
but
also get
was
fucking
so
killed.
So dumb.
Who are we supposed to follow in the next movie? Like, obviously, Jamie's like the main character, which I understand that, and I can get behind. I'm not saying that I don't care about Jamie because she's doing Daniela Harris is doing a great job as the character and all that. It's not a slight on that particular character per se. It's more so just that like she's a kid and she can only do so much, especially with the like character that they put her as. Especially with the new shit that she's doing, where she's now connected to Michael telepathically, essentially. So not having Rachel around is like extremely, extremely fucking annoying, and having to swap out Final Girls or just anybody in general to be our main characters movie by movie makes this part of the franchise even more like confusing, because at least with Halloween 1 and 2 you had Laurie in both movies. Like yes, we did have Rachel in both of these movies, but Laurie Strode did not die 20 minutes into Halloween 2. Yeah, she was in a comatose state for majority of Halloween 2, but she still did shit. I don't want you fuckers talking about fucking Halloween 2 or Halloween 4 badly ever again after this shit. Holy fuck, this movie was bad. 2.
Yeah.
I'm so scared for the next one.
Only watch this if you have to watch all the movies, and then even then, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, I I don't even know if I can say to watch it anyway. Even if you're watching the full franchise, like maybe just skip it.
If you're gonna watch it during Halloween, please have watched a better movie at least before.
Just maybe just watch 1, 2, 3, and then watch H2O and Resurrection.
Yeah.
I don't even think you should skip 4, but like,
yeah.
Well,
4 is a good standalone movie.
Here's the thing: like 5, what we're having the issue with is we have too many people writing these movies now, and we have not enough clear direction. Like 4 ended with like, oh, Jamie is the new fucking evil entity that we're going to be following, and then
Donald Pleasance thought they should have went full in on.
Immediately like backpedaled, and then like she didn't even get a punishment for killing her fucking foster mother. She is just in this clinic and is like still just being treated like a normal ass kid. Like she's being like, yes, she is a victim in the sense that like fucking Michael Myers is after her. Like that sucks, but like also you killed your fucking foster mother, and no one is even like reacting to that whatsoever. It's like it never even fucking happened. And they wanted to start the cult, like the Thorn stuff in this movie, and they were super hesitant to actually like lean into it. So now in the next movie they have to go fucking balls to the wall with it, and we're gonna see how that goes. And it's going to take 6 years for Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers to come out.
Fucking Christ!
So it comes out in 94.
95.
I don't know how to. 95.
They said let it cook, and they still cooked poop.
It took them 6 years to release Curse after Revenge. Yep.
Yeah, Jesus. We'll see if they'll do good, or at least mediocre.
Well, that's going to do it for Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Man, I don't even know if I could recommend you guys to go watch it with us on Patreon. It was
it wasn't evolve. Much like the Halloween 4 one, where I'm like, it was funny, haha. Like the funny mask where, or the Halloween 4 mask where I said it was funny, haha, and the Halloween 5 mask is just get the fuck out. The watch along is also very much that.
Yeah. My power goes out in the middle of it.
God tried to do you a favor. God tried to do you a favor. We got put back into the fucking movie.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention this at the top because I really didn't want to recommend anyone to watch it. But genuinely, if you do want to watch this film, same as last week with Halloween 4, it is available on with an AMC Plus subscription. It is also available on Shudder if you have a Shudder subscription. Or, of course, as always, you can go rent this or buy this wherever you rent or buy your movies from, whether that be digitally or physically. Unless you're going to Redbox. I would be very surprised if a Redbox had Halloween 5.
I haven't seen one in so long.
There's one at a CVS down the road from my house. That's like the only one
like
that
the
I
place
know
they're
of
always at.
anymore.
Yeah.
I need you to take a picture of it for me.
I will. I will.
Send it in the Three from Hell chat.
But yeah, that's Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. We will be back next week to wrap up the trilogy, the Thorn trilogy, with Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Would you guys like to add anything before we head out?
He's killing me. He's killing me. He's killing me.
Go down in the description, click the link, subscribe to the Patreon. Go buy our merch. Go buy the YDR merch. Go buy the Three from Hell merch. Follow us on Twitter. Leave us a review. Give us a 5-star review. Leave us a review on fucking Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, however else you're listening to this. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Yeah, we are very good and funny. We are link in bio.
Text your moms this.
Link in log. Tell your friends. Listen to this with
your
your
mom
friends. Get them addicted.
Run him my lineup.
That's all I got. I'm Sam.
I'm Tony.
I'm Justin.
And we are the Three from Hell. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Oh.
No.